Spreading all around my room, my world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here on the World of Juice channel, and welcome back to another episode of the South Carolina Gamecocks Dynasty here on College Football 26. We begin season number 3 in today's episode. We are coming off of our second straight national championship. We have built South Carolina into an unbelievable dynasty in just 2 years. And now it's not about building this team up and trying to win a national title. We've already got 2 of those. Now this series pivots into a dynasty that's trying to stay at the top. We're trying to become a Georgia or an Alabama or an Ohio State, a team like that is always in the national championship talks, that is always fighting for a title, that is always fighting for the top recruits in the country. That's where we are now. We're done being the children of the poor. We're done being the redheaded stepchild. We're done being the team that's forgotten. We're past that. We're now in the conversations every single year with top recruits, with top transfer players. We're now at the forefront of college football. So now we got to stay there. We've won 2 national titles in a row. We've built Mr. Juice into one of the best college coaches in the country. But now we got to stay there. And when you're at the top, everybody's gunning for you. Everybody wants to give you their best. It's everybody else's national championship game when they come to play you. So we gotta counteract that. And I think we have a team that can do it. We brought in an insane recruiting class, including the number 1 player in the country who just happened to show up on campus after committing to Florida. He said, you know what? I don't want to go to Florida, and he chose to come pack his bags and come play here in Columbia, South Carolina for the Gamecocks. Devontae Weeks is a South Carolina Gamecock. It's huge. It's unbelievable. So that adds to the recruiting class that we already had, which is top 5. Plus, I didn't even mention our transfer portal quarterback that we brought in. I wasn't even expecting to do this, but I had an opportunity, and I thought, you know what? We might as well do it. So Bryce Underwood, yes, that Bryce Underwood is now the starting quarterback here at South Carolina. It was going to be either Felix Coatney or Aaron Noland, but when I got to the transfer portal, I realized I can't pass up on the opportunity to have Bryce Underwood come play for us. So we put all of our efforts into the NIL basket, and we brought Bryce Underwood in. So no longer is Lenoris Sellers and Nick Harbor here at South Carolina. We had 2 unbelievably fun seasons with them. It's a new era. It is the Bryce Underwood era here at South Carolina. I'm excited. I hope you guys are too. Let's get into it. We start with week 1 and week 2 in today's episode. If you go and enjoy, hit that like button, subscribe channel, join the Juice Club. Let's see how the 2-time defending national champions can compete with this new era of Gamecock football. We start out as the preseason number 3 team in the country. That's very exciting. But let's take a look at this new roster. I mean, I can't believe the talent that we have. I went through and I upgraded everybody, so everybody's at the peak of their powers. But the one interesting thing and kind of slightly annoying thing is Bryce Underwood is an 87 overall, and you may be wondering, Juice, you said you just upgraded everybody. Why does Bryce Underwood have 61 skill points still? It's because Bryce Underwood is capped. He is only as good as an 88 overall, which is something I didn't realize when we brought him in. So Bryce Underwood will never be better than an 88 overall. Fortunately for us, his 88 overall includes 99 throw power, along with high 80s accuracies and 90 speed with 95 excel. So he is still a very workable quarterback, very playable quarterback here in college football, but he just can't get any better. And you might be wondering, Juice, if he can't upgrade his skills, why not, or upgrade his ratings, why not just upgrade his abilities? Well, I wanted to, but he doesn't currently meet any of these abilities. Everything is locked. We can't get anything else. We can't unlock anything else. He is strictly stuck at an 88 overall. He will forever have those skill points. We can't do anything with it. Everybody else has been spent. Felix Coatney got upgraded. He's a magician. He's going to be unbelievable as the future of this team. Aaron Nolan, very solid. Unfortunately for him, he's kind of been buried on the depth chart with Coatney and the addition of Bryce Underwood. At running back, we've got DJ Braswell, another transfer addition to the team. We also have second-year players Hakeem Iheanacho and David Thrash, who slightly got upgraded. Not anything too special. I was kind of hoping that their speed would get upgraded, especially Iheanacho's speed, but it didn't really work out that way. We are going after some pretty good running backs in recruiting this year. At wide receiver, we've got Mazeo Bennett as the true number one now, but we did bring in transfer Malachi Coleman, who's got 99 speed, so I'm super excited about him. He's basically going to be the one-year replacement for Nick Harbor while we wait on Devontae Weeks and Jalen Rasmussen to develop, because those guys are probably going to be the replacement in the future, the long-term future for Nick Harbor. But I mean, right now you got 6'5", 197, 99 speed receiver Malachi Coleman for one season. We might as well use him to best of our abilities. But Devontae Weeks, we were worried he wasn't going to commit to us. We thought he didn't commit to us. We thought he committed to Florida because that's what it told me. But then when we showed up in the preseason, he was here. So I don't know what happened there, but he's here. We brought in Lincoln Cure as a backup tight end to Dorian Fleming, who we're able to convince to come back for his senior season, which is super sick. We've also got Tyrese Rawls, who's going to be a beast of a tight end in the future. The offensive line is very experienced, a lot of seniors on this offensive line, and then the backups that we have to take over next year are not going to be that great, so we are going very heavily after some offensive linemen in this recruiting class. Defense, we've got Enrique Kiernan, who I'm super excited about. I completely forgot about this guy. But then when I saw him in the offseason training, I was like, oh yeah, we got Enrique Kiernan. I'm super excited about him. He's got elite dev. He's going to be a beast. He's going to get on the field this season behind Jaylen Brown and behind Dane McKee. He might even start over Dane McKee. I don't even know. We got to get Enrique Kiernan on the field. At D-tackle, we've got the former top prospect Joshua Wood, who's a true sophomore. He's going to be holding down the middle of the defense now that Brownlow Dindy has graduated. But the rest of the D-tackle room is a little bit thin. We got some decent prospects here. We got Ruben Womack, who could be good in a couple of years. Niles Burrell could be good in a couple of years. So there are a few guys that, Baisley could be good as well. We got a few guys there that might have a shot. The linebacker room is very interesting. We've got Jair Johnson, who comes back. I'm super excited he's back because he was a freak last year. He's probably going to be a freak again this year. But then we got Jamerson Willett, who had a great true freshman season. He's going to hopefully keep on growing. Okoronkwo will hopefully help him out with the development there. At corner, we've got Eli Bowen, but then it significantly drops off, at least in overall. But these guys are young. We've got Cantwell and BJ Earl, both freshmen, but already 78, 79 overall. Very excited about them. And also Solomon Coles, 79 overall as a sophomore. So there's some development here for the young corners. In a couple of seasons, these corners are going to be studs. That's just the way that it's going to go. But right now, we got to hold it down with Eli Bowen. At safety, we got David Bussey. I know it's probably Busey, but I'm going to keep calling him Bussey because it's funnier. And then we've got Cortez Boykins and Sidney Clemens at strong safety. We are very, very inexperienced at the strong safety position. I'm very excited and very concerned. Slightly concerned, I should say, at the strong safety position. Kicker, we still got Gabe Battle, who's got 95 kick power. Pretty sick there. Mason Love at punter is still here. So that is what our new look team looks like. We have the red shirts already activated for who I've chosen to redshirt this year. You may have noticed as we went through the team who got redshirted and all that kind of stuff. And this is what our recruiting class looks like for year number 3. We are going after, like I mentioned, a lot of offensive linemen, a lot of tackles, a lot of guards. We're going after some guys, and they're all very good. We're also going after a possible amazing quarterback, Gabe Marquez. Is it Marquez or Marquez? I don't know yet. He's not a real guy, so we can make up however pronunciation we want. I think I'm going to call him Marquez. That's a little bit easier. Rolls off the tongue a little bit better. So we're going to go after Gabe Marquez. He's a really talented quarterback, 6'2", 206. He's coming in with 92 throw power and 91 speed and 90 acceleration. Already his throw under pressure is great. His throw on the run is great. His accuracies could use a little bit of work, but this guy out the gates is a fantastic player, and we already jumped into number 1 position for him. We have a tier 2 pipeline, so I'm hoping we can grab him. Which Delaware DE is Delaware, right? I'm pretty sure that's what that is. Smyrna, Delaware. I think that's where he's from. I'm not sure 100%. But we're going after some big-time offensive tackle. We're going after some edge rushers, obviously, some more D tackles. But it's a big offensive line class. That's what I put my focus into for Season 3. Big-time offensive line class. We need to upgrade the offensive line. We also need to upgrade the defensive line with edge rushers and defensive tackles. So you can kind of see where the points are going into. We also have some running backs that we're going after. Wide receivers, not so much of a priority this year. Same thing with corner. We're kind of good there. So offensive line, defensive line. I do have a quarterback on there, obviously, just because I love recruiting quarterbacks. So that is kind of where we sit as far as week 1 recruiting. And this is what our schedule looks like, if you're not familiar. We have unranked Wisconsin on the road. So that should be a fairly simple, or not, they're coming here, excuse me. They are not good. We should be able to win that game fairly easily. Then we have Miami, number 13 Miami. That one is on the road. Then we take on Arkansas State. We have Oklahoma. We have LSU, or Arkansas, Ole Miss, Mississippi State, Wake Forest. Because remember, they got bumped into the SEC, or yeah, the SEC last when we did all the shakeup. And then Texas, Florida, and then our rivalry game against Clemson. So it's a pretty decent schedule, but no Alabama this year. No Georgia this year. We played them 3 times last year, so no Georgia this year, which is kind of good. But we do have Oklahoma, LSU could be pretty tough. Texas is always going to be tough. Florida could be tough. So there are some tough SEC schools that we have to take on. But it's not the hardest schedule we could have had in terms of conferences or conference games. Arkansas State gets moved up because they played well, so they get moved up into the SEC. We did all that SEC. We did all that conference shakeup. We kind of did like a promotion relegation type of thing. So the Big Ten added. They added who they add. I know they kicked out Purdue. Did they add anybody? I don't think they added anybody. All these guys are big time schools. But the MAC added Purdue because Purdue got kicked out with the horrible season that they had last year. So Purdue's now in the MAC. The Big 12 adds. Who did they add? Did they add anybody? I think they added somebody, right? Was it Louisiana Tech? They might have added Louisiana Tech. The American was able to grab Virginia. Virginia had a bad season from the ACC, so they fell out of the ACC. Wake Forest jumps into the ACC from the AAC, I'm pretty sure. Is that what it is? Or is it somebody else? I think Wake Forest jumped from the AAC, from the American. They jump into the ACC. I could be wrong about that. Or maybe it was Tulane. No, it might have been Tulane. I think Tulane jumped in. That's what it is. I think Tulane jumped in from the American to the ACC. And then we moved... did we not move Notre Dame? I could have sworn I moved Notre Dame. I guess not. Pac-12, we didn't do anything there. And then the SEC, obviously, we talked about Arkansas State in there. So a little bit of promotion relegation, you could say. Just to get rid of some of the scrub teams. We do have 62 skill points. I didn't realize we have so many skill points. We might need to spend some of these. Or maybe we should save them. I don't know. I kind of want to get talent developer. I have the ability to do it. I should probably do it, shouldn't I? Yeah, let's buy talent developer. That's going to be a big one. Because there's some really, really good... There's some really, really good abilities in here. I also really want to get like program builder and CEO because there's some amazing abilities in there. We could unlock Master Motivator or Elite Recruiter. I should probably unlock Elite Recruiter. And, I mean, I could also buy Master Motivator while I'm here. So now we have unlocked all of this stuff because we've had 2 top 5 classes. So we can get real crazy when it comes to upgrading Mr. Juice in the upcoming seasons. Because now we have Master Motivator, which wear and tear is going to be a big factor. We definitely want to get into those. So we are moving along. We are moving along in terms of upgrading Mr. Juice. We also have Timmy Chang still at offensive coordinator, and we brought in, or no, we have Clayton White, so I thought we brought in a new coach, but we still have Clayton White. I may upgrade one of these coaches in the offseason depending on how the season goes or who's available, who gets fired, all that kind of stuff. So now you know where we stand in season 3, the start of season 3. We go on the road to Camp Randall. Usually I'm a little scared of this stadium because Camp Randall can be pretty intimidating. But this Wisconsin team's not very good. They shouldn't stand a chance. We should completely walk right over them and head to our big test against Miami. We kick off season number 3 of South Carolina Dynasty with the Aflac kickoff game against Wisconsin. Now, remember, in East Delaware Dynasty, when we kicked off year number 3 earlier, we actually lost the Aflac kickoff game to number 2, at the time, number 2 Florida. So hopefully it goes a little bit better here for us here in South Carolina. We do have a new quarterback, a new starting quarterback, Bryce Underwood. The era has changed. The Underwood era is here. We have a new running back in DJ Braswell, and he's going to get a handoff first play. And this is the first time I've ever even used Bryce Underwood. I've never, because obviously he plays for Michigan in real life. I despise Michigan. I hate them. I want the whole campus to fall into the pit of the earth. But I've never played with Bryce Underwood, so I'm excited to see how he plays here. He's also a little bit better than he was as a freshman, so we'll get to see how he plays. As Braswell is able to get a first down, we've been heavy on the run so far. Let's get a little play action, get Underwood out in space. He is a very good athlete. He's got a good arm. His accuracies are okay. And he's going to take an immediate sack on play action. Elias Rudolph, unblocked, gets right into the backfield for a sack. Well, that's not a good way to start the new era of South Carolina football here. We throw one to Braswell. Braswell seems to be the big point of emphasis here in the first drive of the game. I'm not trying to make him the point of emphasis. He's just the one that's getting open the whole time. But Underwood does complete his first pass. Let's take off and run here. We got a lot of We've got a lot of athleticism with Bryce Underwood is the sentence I was trying to say, but I can't speak because I'm stupid and illiterate. But I got it eventually. We're going to hit Malachi Coleman. Decent catch. If we can get him out in space, he's going to be lethal. He's got so much speed. He's an electric player. Speaking of electric players, we got Underwood out in space as well. Swatted away. I kind of assumed that was going to be the case. Those DBs usually make those type of plays in this game. It's unfortunate, but Mazio one-on-one in press. That safety doesn't bite. The safety doesn't help. Underwood's got a good enough arm. Mazio Bennett touchdown. South Carolina on the board first. Bryce Underwood just flicking that football. It's going to be a fun season if Mazio and Malachi are running down the field. Just look how simply he flicks this football. It's just with ease he flicks it. And it's an easy touchdown, but Bryce Underwood era. Let's get a look at him. We haven't seen him in a South Carolina uniform yet. All right, I'm liking it. I'm liking it. The hair coming out the helmet looks pretty good. Closing his eyes when he's throwing is not the greatest idea, but you know what? It worked for a touchdown, so I'm not going to complain about it. His hair's kind of going all crazy now that he's throwing. What's a good thumbnail picture, possibly? Maybe this? I'm going to get like an action shot almost. Yeah, like something like this. Maybe. Something like this. Yeah, something like this. Something like this is a perfect... look at his face. He looks kind of funny. Something like this is the perfect thumbnail for Season 3, Episode 1. We take the lead. Mazio Ben. I told you Mazio was going to be the primary receiver, the number one guy, now that Harbor has gone to the NFL, presumably #1 pick. Well, Lenore Sellers is probably #1 overall pick. But Harbor had to have been top 5. I mean, you can't deny the talent of a 2-time Heisman Trophy winner. Brad Jackson is the junior quarterback for this Wisconsin squad. No wonder they are not good. And Enrique Kiernan, we're going to see a lot of him. He is out there now. I'm hovering over him right now. We're going to be seeing a lot of him. He's an elite athlete. Funny enough, with elite dev. And that's going to be Jamerson Willett. Talk about elite athletes. We got a lot of young players on that. We are hungry. We might be 2-time national champions, but we got a lot of young guys out here that are hungry for a chance to prove themselves on the world stage. And I think we can do that here with a good performance in the kickoff game. That's a great tackle, but a good throw from Brad Jackson. Eli Bowen out there. You know what? Eli Bowen probably needs to cover the best receiver for Wisconsin, so I might make that change if they were able to get this first down here. Look at Enrique Kiernan. Enrique Kiernan brings down the quarterback. Oh, this man's going to be a freak. He's going to be an absolute freak. I can just tell. He basically bear hugged Brad Jackson to the ground. He's going to be a menace. He sat last year as a redshirt, learning the plays, getting behind Dylan Stewart and Colin Simmons. I mean, if you're going to sit behind anybody, sitting behind the 2 best edge rushers in college football, learning from them, I mean, talk about embarrassment of riches. You just have so much knowledge you can learn from those guys, and he obviously picked it up as he takes care of a sack on his first possession. Hopefully this play action goes a little bit better, and it does slightly, but I am going to run into a sack here. I probably should have stepped up in the pocket a little bit instead of rolling all the way out to the side. A lot of play action here from the playbook so far. Not necessarily a big fan of that. But we do have an athlete to get away from it. Mazio's wide open. He gets a first down and a little bit extra. Let's go read option here. Read option might be a good shot. Could be Braswell. We'll see what the edge rusher does. It's going to be Braswell. He's got it. DJ Braswell. First down and more. DJ Braswell. Having a running back of the talent of DJ Braswell is so nice. No disrespect to Isaiah Auguste from last season, but having a quarterback or a running back with that talent level and that speed is super nice as Underwood takes it for a few yards. Because Isaiah Auguste was a quality running back. I'm not going to take anything away from him. He played really well last year as the #1 back. But DJ Braswell is just a different type of back. As he's already got 5 for 38. We're going to go a little stick and nod here. This could be a Jorvonte Springs. That's going to be a hard name for me to say, isn't it? Jorvonte Springs. He's got it. He's got great blocking. Jorvonte Springs into the end zone. Touchdown Gamecocks. We lead by 2 scores. Yeah, this one could get ugly for Wisconsin. They might not have what it takes to handle the 2-time defending national champions. We're trying to go 3-peat. Build that dynasty. Build that dynasty. Why is there a gyrating badger on my screen? -2 rushing yards for Wisconsin. Only 10 passing yards. And we will send the football back to them to start the second quarter. Gabe Battle kicks it away. It's going to go deep into the end zone. They will kneel it and start their drive at the 25. Here comes Brad Jackson in this Wisconsin offense. Let's get Enrique Kiernan blitzing heavily. Oh, he gets pushed to the ground. It opens up space for a tight end to get a great catch and run. He's got a lot of room. Well, that didn't go well, did it? An explosive play. I wasn't expecting Kiernan to get pushed to the ground by the right tackle. That kind of ruined everything, didn't it? They're going to motion a player. I'm going to switch to Emeo Zulu. I think that's how you say that. Again, I'm horrible with pronunciations. Jair Johnson, look at the beast. Love him so much. So happy he came back. He was an All-American last year. He's going to be another All-American this year. Just a freak. Kiernan can't get to the quarterback, but we have Bowen bring him down. He's got so much speed, he can close in on you so quickly. Big 3rd and 5 here. They are kind of in field goal range. I'd prefer them not to get a field goal out of it, and they're going to not catch that first down, and they're going to punt. They don't believe their true freshman Sergio McCracken, yes, that's his name, is going to make this field goal. So they're going to punt this away, and he's going to boot it completely out of the back of the end zone. Horrible punt. We started the 20. Thank you very much for being a horrible punter, because we get the ball at the 20. All you had to do was a little pooch there, and it might have worked. Braswell with a great handoff, or a great run after the handoff. Let's go with another run. He's got 6 for 46. Might as well keep it going with him. He's a beast. Although I don't want to use him too much because we're going to get into the same situation that we had last year with August Dave, where his wear and tear by the end of the season was just brutal. And in the national championship game, we had Coy Parrish getting touches at running back, which isn't supposed to happen. He's a free safety. But he was in there, and he actually had 2 rushing touchdowns in that game, so we'll always remember the historic national championship game for Coy Parrish, the running back. Come on, Malachi. Oh, Malachi. I think circle's open, by the way. But Malachi should have been wide open. It's Lincoln Cure, the transfer tight end. Just sitting there butt naked. I had to hit him. I know it was across the body, but Bryce Underwood's got a strong enough arm to get it there. Handoff. It's going to be David Thrash, who's a very similar running back, very similar style to Isaiah Augustave. So we lose Isaiah Augustave. We get back David Thrash, very similar player. I'm going to roll. I'm going to keep rolling until there's no more rolling left to do. Underwood first down. I just didn't think triangle was going to be a viable option there. Couldn't really hit him. Handoff to Braswell. They covered that pretty well. They contained the run pretty darn well. We'll try a jet touch pass for the first time. Never mind, 2-minute warning. Can you give me the jet touch pass again? I really want to try it. There we go. Who's going to be running it? It's going to be Mazio's running. Okay, I'm not opposed to having Mazio run it. He's got speed. Mazio, give me a block. Nah, they were covering. I think they were in man coverage there. They were ready for the jet sweep. We couldn't trick them. That probably wouldn't have worked even if I had Harbor running that. Let's hit Malachi Coleman. It's a quick throw. 4th down. They're gonna call a timeout. I'm not kicking a field goal here. 4th and 3 from the 21. Are you kidding me? Are you jerking me right now? This is either gonna be an Underwood scramble or a pass. It's gonna be just a pass. He's wide open. First down. Sullivan Absher, one of our transfer offensive linemen, picks up an injury. That's not good. I don't like seeing that. One-on-one, Mazio might just have it. No, it's not there. It's not there. But the scramble is Bryce Underwood. Run him over. I kind of did. He broke off the tackle. We are going to put the wrist tape on Absher and get him back in there. Running back slam, possibly. Braswell. We'll give Underwood a little bit of a breather here. Just do a little simple handoff. Braswell wide open. The hole opened up massively for DJ, and he takes it to the house. Little Conor McGregor walk as well. We lead 21-0 right before the half. You might not see much of the second half of this game if it continues to go the way that it's going. Hopefully, we can dominate like we're dominating Wisconsin. Hopefully, dominate teams like Texas and Miami and all those kind of teams, the ranked teams that we have to play this year. Let's play defense, baby. Who should I use her? I think I'm going to keep using Kiernan, excuse me. First down, they're going to go screen pass. Oh, Solomon Coles was ready for it, but he got blocked. Ohio State just lost to Bowling Green. 38-31, number 2 Ohio State gets upset at home. It's not even Eddie George. Eddie George got fired, I think, after year 1. That's upsetting. Ohio. So why does Ohio State simulates so poorly in all of these college, even back in NCAA 14. I don't know what it was. Ohio State after the first year would always just completely fall off and be like a 6-win team. That's just not how it works. And now even in College Bowl 25 and 26, they don't simulate that well. At least not consistently. It's so frustrating. I mean, Ohio State is a perennial national champion, and yet you have them simulating like a bum. Whatever. They lose to Bowling Green. They were the number 2 team in the country. That means if we win this game, we'll probably move up to number 2. So that's good, I guess, for us. Jackson's got time. He finds a man across the middle. First down. Johnson brings him down, but he's injured in the play. Our All-American linebacker injured. Not good. Hopefully it's just a little bit of a stinger or something. He's coming back pretty soon, hopefully. Oh, look at Enrique Kiernan pass rush, but he doesn't get the sack. It's going to be Brown with the sack. Okay, Bruce Sternum for Jair. He's going to come back. That's good. Kiernan with a pretty good pass rush, by the way. Couldn't get the sack, but he did pretty good. A little running back or running back pass. It goes out of bounds. Kiernan was there. It is 3rd and 17 for Wisconsin. They are in trouble. They have no timeouts. They got to get 17 yards for just a first down. It's a running back handoff. Did they get enough yards? I'm not going to call a timeout here to give them a chance to kick a field goal. Oh, they're going to punt it to me? Interesting. I'm just going to let it go. I could call a timeout, but then maybe they get a little crazy. Something could happen. You never know. So I don't want to get any crazier. We'll just let it go to the half. We're up 21-0. We don't got to do anything insane. We will give them the football to start the second half. Our defense has been really good. Our offense has been beautiful. It's been a great way to start the season. Season 3 has been starting real hot. And I could not be happier. Enrique Kiernan, I need you to get to the quarterback. It's going to be a handoff to the running back. He's down after a gain of 3. Kind of hard to get to the quarterback when they don't pass it. Another handoff to the running back. You know what? It's getting them yards, so I can't really complain too much about them. Did I say Micah Alejado transferred to Michigan State? Is that what I just read down there on the bottom ticker? I think that's what it was. It was M. Alejado. That's the only one I know, is Micah from Hawaii. Kind of interesting. Jalen Brown with the tackle there. 2nd down and 10. They're close to midfield here. I'd like them to not get further than this. Let's see what Kiernan's got up his sleeve. Nothing. It's away. Clemens is right there. He missed the tackle. He is a true freshman. And so am I. They do have Sergio McCracken, their freshman kicker, but who knows how good he actually is. They didn't trust him on the last attempt. They they punted it. Oh, look at Okonkwo, or Okoronkwo. That's what his name is, Okoronkwo. He got in the backfield, blew that up. Simple. 4th and 5, punt it back. Punt it back. Oregon's playing Northwest, FCS Northwest. That's going to bounce into the end zone. We'll start at the 20. If we score again and it's 28-0, I'll probably show you the rest of the 3rd quarter, but then the 4th quarter, we might just simulate right past, and you guys will see at the end of the game. Look at DJ Braswell. So the running backs we've had the past couple of years just weren't doing that. They just didn't have that natural speed to get around the corner and run away from guys. But now we have it. We have that natural speed now, which is nice. At least for a season, we have it with Braswell. I think that's open if I can get the ball to him. I can. It's the backup tight end. He's playing real good. Lincoln Cure's a beast. Lincoln Cure's a beast. I'm happy we were able to grab him. Handoff. Braswell's got room. Braswell, first down. Down to the 8. He's got 12 for 113. He's kind of going insane in his debut. In Wisconsin, they're not happy. The players are angry, yelling at each other. Handoff. Braswell falls forward to the 2. Pretty solid. They want me to run. Ooh, QB draw. Let's try QB draw. We've got an athletic quarterback. This could be a good idea. Or it could blow up in my face. QB draw. Bryce Underwood. I kind of got stuck and then I ran out of room. It was all kinds of bad, unfortunately. That's okay. The design quarterback runs aren't really my bag. It's really just the scrambles that end up working the best for me. Malik Clark caught it, but does not get the touchdown. He's down at the 1. I thought he was just going to run into the end zone, but he kind of got bumped before he got in. End zone over the head of the corner of the linebacker. I thought it was going to be picked off for a second. Malik Clark touchdown. Underwood scores his 3rd. Oh, we're having quite the day. We are having quite the day here at the Aflac kickoff. Where is this at? What stadium is this at? I don't see any stadium brand. Oh, it's in Mercedes-Benz. So it's Vegas? Is that what they call? No, that's not Vegas. Is this New Orleans? No. Atlanta? It's Atlanta. I think it's Atlanta. It's one of the southern teams. I think it's Atlanta who has Mercedes-Benz. It's hard to remember all the stadiums, man. Allegiant is Vegas' stadium. And the Superdome is New Orleans. But I think this is Atlanta. Oh, this is a QB sneak. This is a QB sneak on 3rd and inches. Somebody get in there and shut that down. Okoronkwo, get in there, Okoronkwo. Whoa, I didn't even have to. Basley, or no, it's Burrow. Niles Burrow blew it up. It wasn't even me. I was Okoronkwo. All right, well, we get the football back with 2 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. It might be 35-0 by the 4th quarter. Which, that would be, you definitely wouldn't see the 4th quarter at that point. Oh, does Mazio have enough speed to get around the corner? No! Almost. Almost enough speed. I kind of want to get a little crazy here. I kind of want to toss like a big-time deep ball to like Coleman or Mazio again. We'll have to play it out by ear and see what happens. Let's just check this down. It's going to be caught by Fleming. He was a beast last year. I expect nothing else but perfection from him this year. Ooh, Lincoln Cure going down the field. I wonder if anybody follows him. Is he going to be open down the field? Okay, somebody's tracking him. Understandable. I got to get this ball away. Get it away! Ah, just barely. Woo! That one was close. I didn't realize I had no time. I thought I had a little bit more time to throw that. Ooh, Jarvante Springs is the one running deep down the field this time. I'm just going to send it down. It's Malik Clark. Juke move. He's not the most dynamic juker in the world. It's okay. Let's go with... Switch this and go slot sail the other way. Give us a little bit more space on the field. I'm going to roll. 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 I'm going to take off and run. I have circle, but I might use it. I was going to say I might use him as a blocker. He didn't block anybody. I had circle. Probably could have hit him, and it would have been pretty successful, but Underwood needs to get his numbers up, too. I mean, we're trying to win a Heisman. We've won the last 2 with the same guy. Look at DJ Braswell, dude. This guy is a beast. I'm so happy he came here. So happy. I would have liked Bo Jackson, but Bo Jackson wasn't in the portal. I think he's in... Is he in Arkansas or is he in Houston? He's on a red school. I can't remember where it is. We're into the 4th quarter now. Good block. Braswell, 1st down. I'd like to get him a second touchdown because he's had such a good day today, but I don't know if it's going to happen. Malik Clark running the jet sweep this time. And he's going to have great blocking. Malik Clark, juke move into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Yeah. You're probably going to see, the next time you see this game, it's probably going to be the end of it. So I'll see you guys there. There it is, a victory. We shut out Wisconsin. I even put my backups in for the 4th quarter. But 174 yards, 4 touchdowns for Bryce Underwood. I mean, I think it's safe to say we made the right choice bringing in Bryce to this team. This team in general just feels really, really good this year. It feels the same in terms of the talent that we have on the roster, just like last year. But it feels different because it feels like a different type of talent. I don't know. But I did bring in Felix Coatney. He got a little bit of playtime, 3 for 6, a touchdown, 35 yards, not too shabby. But Bryce Underwood was very good. Running game was unstoppable. 159 yards and a touchdown for Braswell. Iheanacho even got a couple of carries. Thrash was good. Great stuff. Great stuff. Receiving core was great. You love to see it. Love to see it. We win game 1. Wisconsin now starts 0-2. Pretty rough start to the season for them. But we move on to a very, very different type of game. We walked right over Wisconsin, no contest. But now we have actual competition. We are number 1 on a few different guys' boards. That's always good. But we've got Miami, number 11 Miami. We do jump to number 2, by the way. Number 11 Miami at their place. Gonna be a battle. And speaking of battles with Miami, we are taking them on for Gregory McElroy, the number 1 overall player in high school this year. He's a 5-star left tackle. So we're going after them. going after him against them. And Gabe Marquez, we are number 1 on his board. We'll figure out how that goes. We jumped into number 1 on all these guys. We're still in a big battle with Notre Dame for Yosefa Moreau. Tommy Berlin, I need to probably put 50 hours on him if I want to bring in a 5-star defensive tackle. Cliff Whitaker, we're looking good on. We got to go after offensive line. We got to make this offensive line as good as we can. And I think I might take off some hours on Garrison Fayad. If I take off and put 5 on him, we shouldn't be in that much trouble since we are the only one going after. Same with Anthony Stumpf. If I do this, we can probably just go after him a little bit. And then obviously if we need to go after him a little bit more, we can. But I want to just put some extra hours on the defensive tackle if I can find him. Here he is. Tommy Berlin. Let's add a few extra hours onto him. We'll give him a full 40 out of 50. We'll see what that does. And we might need to switch a full... Actually, you know what? Hold on. Let me switch all of this. I'll probably put the 40 on Moreau. Let me give a full 50 to Tommy Berlin, and then we'll put 40 on Moreau. So let's do that. There we go. That's how I want to do it. Okay, perfect. All right, we'll see where we can climb on those guys. But right now it's looking good, but it always looks good at the beginning of the season. It's the end of the season is where it needs to look good still. We take on Miami. This is going to be a big game. Let me check quickly. Is it night game? Is it a night game in Miami? It's 3:30, so it's going to be entering dusk. The sun is going to be setting. I just was trying to figure out what jerseys both teams should wear. We'll figure it out. We'll get in the game. We will hopefully continue to be looking good and take a big W against a good Miami team early in the season.
It is said the only constant is change in college football. For over more than 150 years, there has been something that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. We're going to White Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the 11th-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Walker. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Gamecocks.
We take on the U on the road, Hard Rock, trying to take them down. They are number 11 in the country. They are undefeated, 2-0, but they're not as good as we are. Here they come. Kata Smith, quarterbacking Miami. 286 yards, 2 touchdowns. Very good start to the season for him, at least last game. I don't know if it's as good as the 4 touchdowns that Bryce Underwood had, but whatever. We're not going to compare quarterbacks here. We're just going to look to take them down, beat them up, break them down, get to the quarterback. Get to Kata Smith. 2nd and 5. Good throw. Good throw. I need Enrique Kiernan to be a beast today. He was pretty good last game. I need him to be a beast today. Hand out to the running back. He did not take the right angle. He probably should have taken the other hole that was there. I feel like if he would have taken that hole, he would have had not just a first down, but maybe a touchdown. It looked kind of crazy there. This has got to be a QB sneak, and it is, and we stopped it. Yes, we did. 3 and out for the Miami offense. It's too easy to recognize the QB sneak. You just bring a guy up there and shut down the gap. And they will punt us the football here. Ooh, that's a pretty fast play right there. Is that number 19? Yeah, whoever that is, he's pretty quick. And here comes the offense. Underwood, Braswell, a cast of thousands. Beautiful team. Although Jordan Lyle's got 95 speed. Okay. Didn't we recruit, or didn't we try to go after Jordan Lyle? I feel like we did. I feel like he was on our list of portal players. We're hitting Malachi Coleman. He catches it, but I'm really expecting... Oh, Wisconsin got a win. They played FCS. And they actually got a win. Good for them. So they're not going to start the season 0-3. Ohio State fell to number 17 after they lost to Bowling Green, and they killed... they played an FCS school too, and they killed them. So at least they didn't lose to FCS. That would have been just devastating. The program would have been on fire if that would have happened. Hand out to Braswell. He will get rolled up at the 45. Do I like a little motion whip cross? Whip? Whip? Let's try it. Let's see what happens. Across the middle of the field, it's Mazio, big first down. It's going to be hard to... Mazio, you would think, would have all of the career receiving records because he's going to be here longer than Nick Harbor. He's going to be here for 3 years. Harbor was only here for 2 years. But Harbor was just so dominant those 2 years. I think he had almost, what, 4,000 career receiving yards? He was close because he had 2,000 yards the first season, so it's going to be something close to that. Poor Mazio. Been here longer, just not going to have all the records. Braswell with a carry. Decent carry. Can I hit a touch? What's that corner doing all the way over there? Barely even saw him. Oh, Mazio got bumped, but he's open enough. Mazio Bennett, another first down. We're starting to cook. We're starting to cook. Let's go halfback power O. See if we can get Braswell into some open space here. Not really. Braswell, nothing doing. Oh, it's Armando Blunt. Okay. Armando Blunt playing edge rusher for the Hurricanes. Oh, that's wide open. Lincoln Cure. No, is a bad ball from Underwood. If that's a good ball, catch and stride, touchdown easy. But unfortunately, that was not the case. It was on the run, so I understand a little bit why it was off target, but he needs to put a little bit more on that. And that's easy. Look at the blocking. That's about as easy of a touchdown as Braswell is ever going to have. The blocking did their job, and we take the lead 7-0 on the road in Miami. And the Gamecock doing a couple push-ups. Love to see it. Probably doing 7 push-ups because usually mascots do the amount of points. You do that in push-ups. Poor Brutus always has to do a bunch of push-ups because the Buckeyes always score like 40 points, 50 points. But Brutus's push-ups, I was at the game at Penn State, or against Penn State in the shoe, and Brutus was kind of cheating on them push-ups. He wasn't really doing full push-ups. But whatever. He's Brutus. But if I was gonna be criticizing, I'd say Brutus needs to actually do a full military-style push-up. But whatever. It's not me to judge. Get to the quarterback. Oh, not Bussy. You got lucky there, Bussy. You got lucky. Hand out to the running back. Broken tackle brought down at the 50. 3rd and 5. Is there any way we can shut this down for a punt? If Enrique Kiernan gets a huge rush here, that'd be pretty sick. He is going to get a huge rush. Kiernan with a sack. We dialed it up. We looked in the crystal ball, and we saw Kiernan with a sack. He brings him down. It's going to be a punt for the Hurricanes. We are going to rock you like a hurricane. Mazio with the return. He's got some sort of blocking in front of him. And Mazio bobbing and weaving. 24-yard line. That's better than... And that's better than nothing, I guess. I wish the slot fade was better than it has been, because the slot fade's been kind of disappointing. It was so money for Harbor in year 1, and then in year 2 it just was non-existent. And now in year 3, as many times as I've caught it like 2 times or something. Hasn't been open either time. They just like to cover it, I guess. Decent blocking on the jet sweep. Malik Clark gets a good carry. Who's going to get open here? This is probably just a designed rollout and then hit Mazio. That's probably what happens here. Although he's not necessarily open. I'm still going to throw it. Ooh, over the head of Mazio. I was kind of trying to bait a pass interference call there. Didn't get it. I guess that's just solid coverage by the DB. Oh, this is classic Underwood scramble material right here. Outrun the big man, Bryce. Didn't really outrun him that much, but hey, whatever. He got the first down. Ooh, I'm very tempted to switch this to a streak with Malachi Coleman. But I'm going to trust he's got the speed to break through, and he does. Malachi Coleman, first down. Good job, Malachi. We're letting Bryce air it out a little bit here. 6 for 7. 6, 7 with 50 yards. Hand off to Braswell. They were ready for it, but Braswell still got 3 yards out of that. I mean, they were in the backfield immediately, and he still got 3 yards. Pretty impressive. I do not want to run RPO. Just not a big RPO fan. At least not in the game. In real life, I don't care about it. I mean, it's fine. But in the game, not a big fan of it. Dorian Fleming, touchdown, Gamecocks. Dorian Fleming continues to have a great career here in South Carolina, and I think we've turned him into a first-round pick. He might not have been a first-round pick before transferring here, but these 2 seasons, he's probably going to work into a first-round pick type of player, which is what you always want. You always want your best players to be first-round picks, obviously. But we lead 14-0 against the U. The U is most definitely not back. That is for sure. Will they ever be back? Probably not. 14-0. Here comes Cotta Smith. He's going to keep it, fire to a receiver for a big gain. He slips the tackle, got a couple extra yards. Elijah Lofton, Kenny's son, gets a nice little catch. Let me use Joshua Wood here. Be a big man in the middle. It's not going to work. Who is this? They got a tight end running halfback plays? What is happening here? Number 88 lining up in the backfield. They actually handed it off to him. Very strange play calling from the Miami offensive coordinator or head coach, whoever's calling plays. Oh, you got to get there. Oh, I overshot it with Jair Johnson. I overcommitted to the play. Oh, I hate when I do that. I always do it, too. I overcommitted. I suck. I'm trash. I'm garbage. Possibly the final play before the 2-minute warning here. Handoff to the running back. He's got a lot of room. Brought down at the 21. They're going to run hurry up. I don't know if they snap this. They might. They got back pretty quickly. Do they snap this? They do, just barely. Sack him, sack him, sack him, sack him. Get there, get to him, get to him, get to him, get to him. Hit stick does not really work. He just runs out of bounds. He gets hit, but it kind of just forces him out of bounds. Okay, Miami's actually giving us a little bit of trouble here on this drive. They're putting together a pretty solid game. Smith fires. He's got his man, and he's got down to the 5. There's already a quarterback with 11 touchdowns. Whoever was quarterbacking Tennessee has 11 touchdowns through, I'm assuming, 3 games, but I don't know if they played week 0. They had to if they have 11 touchdowns. This has got to be a blitz. 3rd and goal. Dial up a blitz. Jair Johnson, get in the backfield. Oh, Jair didn't get it, but we did stud it down, and they're going to call for a field goal. You can't kick a field goal from the 1. You got to go for it. I think we're going to get the ball to start the second half, but you got to go for this. They're not going to. They're going to take the 3 points, so they will not be shut out. Our defense does finally allow points in Season 3. I was kind of hoping for a shutout every single game. That'd be pretty awesome, wouldn't it? I'm going to let this bounce in the end zone. We've got 16 seconds to put something together here. They're obviously going to play a little bit back to make sure we don't take the top off the defense or anything. That doesn't mean we can't just surgically pick at them for a couple yards here and there. That's a nice little 10-yard catch from Malik Clark. 11 seconds remain. We're going to have to take a little bit of a bigger chunk than 10 yards. Fleming caught. He didn't get 10 yards, unfortunately. He didn't even get a first down there. He kind of fell backwards when he caught it. 2nd and 3. That was not really what I wanted to have happen. Ooh, I'm going to get sacked here, aren't I? I got to step up in the pocket. Bryce Underwood, 2 seconds. 1 second. Called our final timeout. I don't think we're in field goal range, even for a 95-power kicker. This is going to have to be some sort of passing play, I think. Some sort of vertical route or something. Let's just try the all go. We got 1 second left. Underwood's got enough arm from this distance to get it to the end zone. Who do I even go? I got to go 6'5", Malachi Coleman. I think that's the obvious choice. Here we go. That's as far as you can throw it. Malachi Coleman almost brought it in. I don't even know if he would have got 2 feet down, or 1 foot down even. That's okay. We go to the half. We get the football. We can take more time off the clock as need be. Mazio Bennett back to return. He was electric on kick returns last season. I think he had like, what, 3 of them or something? Let's do that. Let's go back to coach suggestions, and let's start getting these handoffs to DJ Braswell. Might as well. Handoff. Look at the blocking, but Braswell got picked up and slammed to the ground. It's not something you want. They got a little press coverage on Mazio. Braswell. That looked like that was open. Looked like there was a lot more room than what actually ended up being there. Kind of unfortunate, but it is what it is. 3rd and 3. We're going to snap this football with some motion. Crowd is into it. I don't think I have this, but I'm going to try anyway. Mazio holds on, stays on his feet. God, I love Mazio Bennett, man. Love him. Such a stud. Such a freaking stud. Dorian Fleming's running the deep route? Interesting. I think Malachi Coleman's open. He is. He gets a big catch. Falls down at the 48. Underwood, I haven't seen really any problems so far. I guess the only one was that throw to Lincoln Cure when he was on the run, and he threw it too high and made Cure have to jump for it, took him out of stride. That probably would be the only concern, but I mean, it's not really that much of a concern because it still was a completed catch and everything. Just didn't go for as many yards as it should have. Should have been a touchdown, but because he had to jump, it slowed up his motion. There's momentum, I should say. That's really been the only kind of criticism so far through a game and a half of Underwood. And here's David Thrash taking his knees out. Tree Babalade injured on the play. Not good. He's our starting guard. And it's a lot of RPO. A lot of RPO for the boys. It's almost like they're trying to send me a message. 2nd and 2. I might just step up in the pocket here. They do have a quarterback spy on me. But we still get the first down anyway. Let's go sweep. Let's go halfback sweep. Braswell should have this if the blocking holds. And the blocking's not going to hold. Braswell brought down immediately. Loss of 3. It's Hayden Lowe from the U bringing him down. That whole play was really based on if the blocking was going to hold or not. Handoff. This blocking did hold, and Braswell's got room. Braswell's breaking tackles. He's down to the 14. Big run from DJ Braswell. Love him. Such a big signing in the portal. So happy we're able to bring him in because he's been a game changer at the running back position. Although it's hard to be a game changer when your offensive line doesn't block for you. We'll go back to the jet sweep. It's going to be Malik Clark. Seems like Malik Clark's going to be running. Is he in the slot? He might be in the slot. That might be why he's running these. Oh, it's going to work. Jet sweep, touchdown, Malik Clark. Hey, man, whatever works. Whatever works. Malik Clark takes it. Nice bobbing and weaving. Bobbing through traffic. It's 21-3. We lead against Miami. 33 seconds remain. 3rd quarter action. This game's going fairly easily as well. I didn't think it would go this way, considering they're undefeated. They're number 11 in the country. And I tend to have bad history with Miami on this channel, at least in College Football 26. For some reason, I can't beat them with East Delaware. But this South Carolina team's kind of walking right over top of them. Handoff to the running back. Good tackle. Kind of pushed him for a couple extra yards, but whatever. It's a good tackle. I want to see Joshua Wood make some big-time rush moves. I want to see him get in the face of the quarterback. Yes, there it is! Joshua Wood! He heard me. He makes a big play. The true sophomore makes a big-time play just threw the guard to the side and rushed the quarterback, sacks the quarterback, Cotta Smith. Final play of the quarter. Can Wood get number 2? He can't do it. That's going to be caught, held on to at the sideline. Good catch. That'll be the end of the 3rd quarter. It's a tough throw and a tough catch, especially with the guy blanketed all over top of him. We will head to the 4th quarter. Up 21-3 on the U. Why is the U... I just noticed this. Why is the U logo in the middle of the field, at the midfield spot? Why is it so small? I feel like it should be bigger than that, shouldn't it? It feels uncharacteristically small. I feel like it should be just maybe it should stretch from the 40 to the 40, but that's just me. I don't know, it just feels small. I know that obviously they share it with the Dolphins, so you got to kind of limit so it's not so hard for the grounds crew to change it every time. Oh, it's got to be at least knocked down. Caught, first down. I mean, we got Eli Bowens trying to cover him. How do you not take him away? How do you not take that away? Kiernan can't blow that up, but we can blow it up with Clemens, the true freshman safety, Clemens. Okay. Sidney Clemens might have a real shot of being a good player if he's going to be making consistent plays like that. That was a beast of a tackle. Forces them back to the 17, second and 13. Cotta Smith going to run. That's got to be picked off. It's not. It's going to be swatted away. If I would have just been able to turn into the guy, I would have had an interception there. 3rd and 13. Get to him, get to him, get to him. He's going to fire. It's caught. Touchdown, Miami. We just lost everybody for some reason. We just gave up covering everybody. Would they go onside here? 21-10. Onside kick, possibly. I mean, you got 5 minutes. You got basically 6 minutes in the game. I'm gonna believe that they're not gonna go for it. Okay, they're not. I didn't think that they would, but you never know. Sometimes teams can pull out some strategery. But it's 24-10. This should be the final drive of the game. If we can do this the right way, this should be the final drive of the game. Never letting Miami touch the football. Unless I want to take a shot to Mazio Bennett, but no, I'm just going to stick to my game plan. Hand off to Braswell, although they're ready for it. All right. Maybe it's not going to be the last drive of the game. If they're going to be ready to stop the run. Hand off Braswell. Two rushes, only gain of 3 yards total. All right, 3rd and 7. That's a big 3rd down. Malik Clark's wide open. That's going to give us the first down that we needed. Ooh, nice juke move. He broke that guy's ankles. Malik Clark, 4 catches, 53 yards, and that touchdown on the jet sweep. He's doing the job. He gets us that first down, gives us another fresh set of downs to run the clock. Hand off Braswell. That's more like it. It's a solid run. Kamal Boner is injured on the play. Stops the clock for Miami. He's faking the injury. Delayed handoff, but still a handoff to Braswell. First down. Let's keep it moving. 18 carries for 83 yards. We are really running Braswell into the dirt. He's got 1 season with us. We're going to make it count. We are going to make it count. He's going to get those reps. Handoff. Braswell's got room. DJ Braswell fights to the 39. 2nd and 2. 19 for 91. He just keeps coming out for more. I'm expecting backups to come in at some point, but he just keeps wanting more action. 3rd and inches. Miami calls a timeout. Does that say Seaman on the back of his jersey? What's the name of the mascot? I thought that said Seaman. 3rd and inches. Handoff. Braswell again. First down and more. They're using their timeouts, man. Oh, it says Sebastian. That's right. I forgot his name was Sebastian. Why is his name Sebastian? I don't know. Somehow Braswell does not have the lead in the rushing category this season. He's trying, and that's the final timeout used by Miami. Now, the only way they can stop it is either with fake injuries or with the 2-minute warning that's coming up. I'm going to give Braswell a little bit of a breather because he is really tired. We're going to fire this across the middle. It's going to be Mazio. First down. Good throw from Bryce Underwood. And, of course, a good catch from Mazio Bennett. And that takes us to the 2-minute warning. They want me to QB kneel. I want to put more points on the board. Screw the QB kneel. I want more points. Malachi Coleman, first touchdown as a Gamecock. And we lead by 1 billion. It's going to be 28-10. You want to score on me? I'll score on you. 28-10. We have won this game very convincingly, and this is only getting good for the recruits. This has the potential to be an unbelievable recruiting class, including offensive line. Like, we could really get a ton of unbelievably talented offensive linemen that are just freshmen, so that season 4, season 5, those guys are going to be amazing. Absolute freaks. Probably 90 plus. Oh, it's going to be good. But we got to get them first. Got to get them first. So we got to keep winning. We got to keep selling them. I mean, who wouldn't want to come to the 2-time defending national champions who look like they're going to go three-peat? Somehow we're still disrespected and not given the number 1 ranking because they want to give it to Georgia, because of course they want to give it to Georgia, even though we beat them 3 times. We beat Georgia 3 times last year, and yet they still want to give the number 1 ranking to Georgia. I don't know how they came across that, but they did. Doesn't it feel a little weird that you have a team that beats another team 3 times as Robinson just right place, right time, interception, and now I'll go with the QB kneel. Now I'll go QB kneel. But we beat Georgia 3 times last year, and won the national championship, and yet they are ranked number 1 in the nation preseason, and then coming into the year, obviously, and we get ranked 3. 2-time national champions beat the number 1 team 3 times last year, and still they're ranked ahead of us. Doesn't really make much sense now, does it? That doesn't mean we can't get put number 1 right here. We could get moved to number 1 in the country right here. That'd be pretty nice. We get locked out of a couple of guys, but I don't think we had anything on these guys. But the guys we are going after, we're still number 1 on, so that's the most important part. We take on Arkansas State, who unfortunately lost their ranking, so it's not going to be as tough of, or it's not going to be as good of a game on paper as it was originally. All right, we're starting to build a little bit of a lead for McElroy. Marquez, we've been passed on by Notre Dame, but he has reached his top 5, and it's only 15. Yes! It's only 15 to get him on campus. Dennis Calise, that's a crazy name. He's looking good. Dion Speed looking good, but Alabama's making a little bit of push. Moreau's going to be a tough one. We jumped Nebraska for Tommy Berlin, so putting the full 50 on him was the right idea. This is going to be interesting. I'm not quite sure how we're going to do this. How do I free up hours? I think I take... Ooh, Hakeem Anger's already got a visit to Tennessee. We might be out on him. Let's take Carswell and Cheek off this board, since they don't want to play ball with us. Oh, how do I free up hours here? Do I just give up on Hakeem Anger? I know it's early. There's still a chance we could get him. But I don't know if we necessarily need him. We could always get a transfer portal player as well. I think I'm going to give up on Anger. I know it's a little early in the cycle to give up on him like that, but I think I am going to give up on Hakeem Anger. Tennessee or Clemson can have him. Clemson can have him. I think I'm going to use those points, though, to schedule a visit for Gabe Marquez. Unfortunately, none of these are really that amazing of visit weeks. We could schedule him for the Texas game, but that might be a little sketchy. I might do a week 10. That feels about right. Because Notre Dame, they've got the tier 4 pipeline, so it's going to be a little tricky to pass them. Week 10 might be a good balance, but Texas might also be a good balance. You know what? Let's take the risk. Let's schedule them for Texas. We'll do championship contender. We will also... I was going to hard sell. He likes championship contender. That's the only one we know. It's still too early to hard sell, I think. But everybody else, we got 10 hours freed up. I guess I could switch to a full 50 on Moreau now, since we got the full 10 hours. We switch to that. And that is how recruiting looks at the end of this episode. It's still looking pretty good. There's a lot of work to do. A lot of work to do. But we take on Arkansas State in the next episode. We are looking good. What's the Heisman voting looking like right now? It's got Mike Matthews. He's the Tennessee receiver who has all the touchdown passes from their quarterback. Eli Holstein's at Auburn now. Marcel Reed is LSU's quarterback. Okay. All right, so no respect from the committee, the Heisman voters right now, but we'll get there eventually. Season stats after 2 games. We've got 353 yards, 7 touchdowns, no picks for Underwood. He's looking pretty sexy. 257 yards and 2 touchdowns for DJ Braswell. He's been a beast. Receiving numbers, Bennett's been okay. Clark's been good. Cure's been good. Coleman's been good. And then defensively, only 1 interception, and it was Jordan Robinson, right place, right time. A few sacks, not too many. I wish we had more than that, but we'll get there. We'll get there. That's been a good episode. Very, very good episode. Great start to year number 3, and I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, subscribe to the channel for more. Join the Juice Club. Thank you so much. Stop by and watch. I truly appreciate it, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.